Morning, viewers. Welcome to MouShauk. Today, I will discuss about water and some ICC pattern question and answers on economic importance of fungi and the nutrition. Okay, so in my last video, this water part was left in the nutrition chapter. So I will continue with that, and then I will switch over to ICC pattern question and answers. Okay. So before I start, I will request you to please to subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet, or if you are a new viewer to my channel. And if you are liking the videos, press the like button, share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And do meditate before you start your day. Request you to please to meditate before you start your day. That will help you in your studies, in your increasing your concentration in the studies and completing your syllabus and getting good marks. So please do meditate before you start your day, children. Okay. So let's start with the meditation, short meditation for just 1 minute. For that, please concentrate with the concentrate. Keeping your light in front of you. You're feeling very meditative. Feeling happy. Concentrated on your day. Your retaining power has increased, memory power has increased, and we could use it more efficiently. Consequence that we can get good marks in exams. Feeling the company's important way. Force to be in the field of start with the so water. Okay, water was a constituent of food which we take. Water is a constituent of food which we take, and that is a very important constituent. It is an indispensable substance which is needed for our body because 2/3 of our body weight is water. Okay, the water is an inorganic compound with the chemical formula of H2O. Okay, so we have learned in chemistry that formula is H2O, that is uh, two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of, sorry, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combined to form water. It's a compound which is transparent, tasteless, odorless, and almost colorless. Means exists in 3 states, that is gas, liquid, and solid. Gas is what? Water vapor. Liquid is water, and solid state is the ice. Okay. Then it can dissolve many substances. Almost each and every substances, almost every substances can be dissolved in water. Many things are also there which water cannot dissolve. But maximum things are there which can be dissolved in water. Okay, and it acts as a solvent in the body. What is its function? It acts as a solvent for thousands of organic and inorganic materials. Okay, so inorganic and organic solutes are dissolved in this solvent. Okay, in this liquid. It helps in the production of digestive juices. It helps in the transportation of the food and oxygen throughout the body. Okay, it's a medium for transporting food and oxygen throughout the body. Then excess of it is excreted. Okay, so it is used to excrete soluble waste. When it excretes, when it comes out of the kidney, then it will take some soluble waste along with it and to get rid of the body. Then helps to maintain the body temperature also. Okay. Now, water is lost regularly through sweat, urine, and breath. Okay, it is continuously lost and replaced. Okay, So when it is lost regularly through sweat, urine, and breath. Breath as water vapor. Okay, when we breathe out, we also breathe out some water vapor along with carbon dioxide. So when we are breathing out, water is also coming out. Water is lost from our body as water vapor. Then it is replaced when we drink water and other liquids, or when we eat food like rice, uh, then fruits and vegetables, this lost water is replaced. And also, we have to take water, 7 to 8 glasses of water every day. So that also replaces a lot amount of water which is lost through sweat, urine, and breath. Now let us switch over to ICSE pattern question answers on economic importance of bacteria and fungi and nutrition. Today I will discuss the economic importance of bacteria and fungi question answers, and some more questions will be left after this questions which I have made the video. And then we will start with the nutrition chapter. Nutrition chapter question answers, ICSE pattern question answers. So first let us start with the economic importance of bacteria and fungi question answers. So first is name the following: an antibiotic, let us say streptomycin, the common edible mushrooms, the Garicus bisporus, the plant body of rhizopus is known as mycelium, then introduction of weak germs into the body. That process is known as vaccination. Then the two diseases which is caused by bacteria, any two diseases you can write. I have written here cholera by Vibrio cholerae and citrus canker by Xanthomonas citrine plants. Okay, cholera is in humans. You can write any diseases in animals or any other plant diseases which are caused by bacteria. Then a microorganism used in baking industry, that yeast, is used to raise the bread and also to add flavor and texture to the bread. Okay. Then taste also. Then edible fungus is mushroom. Okay. Now let us come to the fill in the blank. Okay, dash is a chemical substance which is produced by living microorganisms which is used against pathogens, that is serum. Okay, then spores are formed in sporangium, yeast with fire and aerobically, okay, without oxygen. Then choose the right answer of prokaryotic organisms. Let us say mushroom, rhizopus, yeast for bacteria, it's bacteria. Okay, then rhizopus reproduces by spore formation of the others, that is not by nutrition, multiplication, and budding. It reproduces by spore formation. The bacteria which occurs in clusters is known as Staphylococcus, and not Diplococcus, Streptococcus, or Micrococcus. Okay, Diplococcus is two, where two are joined together. Streptococcus is chains. Okay, then example of a saprophyte. Saprophyte is rhizopus. Okay, not Escherichia coli or Rhizobium or rose. Rose is a plant. It's not a saprophyte. Okay, it's a plant which grows on the land. Okay, in the soil. And Escherichia coli is a parasite causing dysentery. Okay, then uh, then yeast reproduces by budding. Bacteria belongs to Monera. Okay, the process pasteurization involves what? Heating and then cooling. Okay, so B is the answer. Then state whether the following are true or false. All mushrooms are edible. That's false because many of them are poisonous. So not all are edible, but they have a very nutritious value. Okay. Then yeast respire aerobically. It respires aerobically as well as anaerobically, but anaerobically is the main thing. Not respiring of yeast, but it can respire through. It can respire aerobically also. Rhizopus can grow in the soil. That's true. It can grow on the bread. It generally grows easily on the bread, but it can grow on the soil also. Then bacteria do not possess a cell wall. It's false because bacteria grows on the cell wall, has a well-defined cell wall, which is composed of peptidoglycan. Okay. Now we like to write the functions of flagellum. It enables locomotion. Okay, by movement of the flagellum, bacteria can move from one phase to another. It's generally found in bacteria, single-celled animals it is found in. So bacteria has this flagellum. It helps in some of the bacteria. They have some of the bacteria have this flagellum, and they have help in the locomotion of the organism. Then capsule, it protects the organism, especially bacteria, from toxic compounds, from drying, that is desiccation, and allows them to stick to the surfaces and to escape the immune system of the host. Where it lies, the immune system can destroy this organism to protect itself. This capsule helps it. Okay. This capsule also helps the bacteria not to dry up or from any toxic compounds. Okay. Then spore formation, spore, it helps in reproduction, and sporangium, it produces the spores through mitosis. Okay. Then definition, saprophyte. Saprophyte is an organism which feeds on dead and decaying organisms by performing external digestion. Okay, external digestion what? External digestion is digestion which occurs outside the cell body. Okay, outside the cell body, that is external digestion, where there's another definition for external digestion, where some enzymes are secreted from the cell onto the food. The food will be made soluble and absorbable, and the food substance will be absorbed inside the body. So that is how external digestion takes place. And the saprophytes are feeding on the dead and decaying organism, that is the saprophyte. They are organisms which feed on dead and decaying organisms. Then fermentation, it is a chemical process by which molecules such as glucose are broken down aerobically. They're broken down anaerobically by the microorganisms to form lactic acid or, or alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay. Mainly, alcohol and lactic acid is produced. Okay. Fermentation is anaerobically breaking down of the glucose into alcohol by the microorganisms is a fermentation process. Okay. Then vaccine. Vaccine is the suspension of weakened or killed or fragmented microorganisms or toxins. Okay, weakened or killed or fragmented microorganisms or toxins in or other biological preparations which are used to stimulate the production of antibodies inside a person or inside an organism into which this suspension is injected, and that is known as, so that is immunity against one or two diseases is provided. That means the body provides immunity to one or few diseases, protected from one or few diseases by showing its immunity against that disease. Okay. It's a vaccine is nothing but a weakened or killed or fragmented microorganism or toxin. Okay, that is the main thing. And that is used to stimulate the production of antibodies. How? By providing immunity against one or few diseases. Okay. Now, extracellular digestion or external digestion. Okay, it is a form of digestion where the food is broken down into smaller absorbable components outside the cell by secreting enzymes through the cell membrane onto the food. Okay, outside the cell this happens, breaking down of the food particles into smaller absorbable components. Okay, through the cell membrane, this enzymes are secreted onto the food. The food is broken down into small pieces so that they can be absorbed easily by the cell. Okay. Now distinguish between bacteria and fungi. Okay. Microscopic bacteria, microscopic unicellular prokaryotes, whereas fungi are multicellular eukaryotes. Okay, they may be microscopic, but they generally are multicellular eukaryotes. Okay, bacteria are simple cellular structures, whereas fungi are complicated cellular structures because they are multicellular, and bacteria is simple cellular because it is a single cell structure. Then cell organelles are absent in bacteria, whereas in fungi, cell organelles are present. Okay. Then bacteria has no well-defined nucleus. That's why they are prokaryotes. And fungi, they have well-defined nucleus. Then bacteria cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, where in fungi, cell wall is made up of chitin. Bacteria generally performs asexual reproduction, reproduces asexually, whereas fungi both asexually as well as sexually they can reproduce. Then bacteria can locomote through flagellum if they locomote, but fungi are non-motile. Bacteria are used in the production of antibiotics and other useful chemicals, whereas fungi are used for the production of antibiotics, then beer, bread. Okay. The disease caused by bacteria, examples are tuberculosis, urinary tract infections, pertussis, etc. Whereas disease caused by fungi are candidiasis, aspergillosis, athlete's foot, okay, etc. Then what are the uses of antibiotics? Uses of antibiotics are for treating diseases. It's used as medicine. Then food preservatives for fresh meat and fish. Then for treating animal feed, even for controlling plant pathogens. State some harmful activities of bacteria like spoilage of food, plant diseases, animal diseases, and bioweapons. Even denitrification. Okay. So first we come to spoilage of food, like rotting of the vegetables, fruits, pickles, meat, cheese, butter, etc. So what happens here? The food is fermented. The cooked food, the vegetables or fruits, wheat, they are fermented. Okay. Some cause food poisoning by releasing toxic substances like Clostridium botulinum that cause botulism. Okay. Then plant diseases like blight of the paddy that is caused by Xanthomonas oryzae. Then crown gall of sugar beet by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Okay. Then wilt of the tobacco by Phytobacterium. Then citrus canker by Xanthomonas citri, etc. Then animal diseases in man like cholera by Brocholera, syphilis by Trypanosoma pallidum, typhoid by Salmonella typhi, tetanus by Clostridium tetani. In animals, anthrax by Bacillus anthracis, then mastitis by Staphylococcus. Okay. Then bioweapons, here what happens, the microorganisms, they promote diseases or death in people, animal or plants. Okay, they are used to promote diseases or death. Okay, that is by intentionally they are used to create disease. Okay, to create disease or death in people, animals or plants. Okay, for example, bacteria used as bioweapons like Salmonella, Urethania fastis. Okay, then denitrification. That's a process where nitrates in the soil are converted into free nitrogen. Okay, that reduces the the fertility of the soil. Okay, that reduces the fertility of the soil. That is done by bacteria. Okay. Now we come to a diagrammatic question. There's a diagram, so you can see here. Okay. So this is a diagram. We see 4 marks, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so identify the figure, level the parts 1 to 4. What is the nature of part 1 and state the role of the plant. Okay, so you can see a large rounded object here inside this cellular structure. There's a dark rounded object also present, smaller but dark rounded structures, and some small dot-like structures present here. Okay. So in this cell is a single cell of yeast. First is the cell wall. Second is the glycogen granules. These are present on the cytoplasm, in the cytoplasm. This large structure, third one is the vacuole, and the fourth one is the nucleus. Okay. What is the nature of part one? The cell wall of yeast is composed of chitin. Okay, and the role of the plant, it is used in the production of alcoholic beverages mainly due to its property of alcoholic fermentation. Okay, and they can also produce flavor, aroma, and it can give some nutritional value to the food, the bread, and also it raises the bread. Okay, raises the dough of the bread. Okay, makes the bread soft. Then how is serum prepared? Serum, we know it's a clear straw colored liquid which separates out. Okay, that is serum generally. But how is it prepared? Small doses of bacterial toxin are injected into the blood of a healthy animal, may be a horse. Okay. Now, the body of the horse, after this bacterial toxin is injected inside the blood of the horse, the body of the horse will neutralize the effect of the toxin. It will produce an antitoxin or antibody. Okay. Now, that blood, after production of this antitoxin, that blood of the horse is taken out and then it is chilled. Okay. Now, when it is being chilled, the blood will separate the clear straw-colored liquid. That is known as serum. That is how the serum is prepared. Okay. Now, again, a diagrammatic question here. You can see a cell which has two walls. Okay. Then there's a flagella-like structure, thread-like structure. Okay, so this is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Maybe 1 is the 4th structure. So identify the figure, level the parts 1 to 4. Why do we say bacteria are prokaryotes? The structure is of a bacterial cell. First one is the flagellum. Second is the capsule. Third is the cell wall. Okay, and the fourth is the bacterial chromosome. Okay, now the bacteria do not have membrane-bound, well-defined nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. So they are known as prokaryotes. Okay. Now, next question: Why bacteria are not plants? Because they are prokaryotic, single-celled organisms. Okay, without being eukaryotic, instead of being eukaryotic and multicellular, they are prokaryotic and single-celled organisms. Okay, why do we find bacteria? Where do we find bacteria in our body? In our mouth, on the skin, inside intestines, in the genital tract, etc. Okay, and why some intestinal bacteria are beneficial? Because they will synthesize some vitamins. Okay, they can synthesize some vitamins like vitamin B. What is the average size of the bacterium? Average size is 2 micrometers long and 0.5 micrometers thick. Okay, such small is the bacteria which some of them which are present inside our body also. Okay, such small this bacteria is. Okay, so this is the end of today's discussion. So let us stop here. I'll continue with the next part. Okay, some more questions. Okay, we will discuss some more questions in my next video. If you are getting any doubts regarding these questions or any other chapters which I've taught or any other queries you have, please to write in the comment box. You can write in my email ID, kasturi74@gmail.com. That is KASTURI74@gmail.com. Okay. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel because that will notify you as soon as a new video is uploaded. Okay? And please to concentrate on your studies, do meditation that will help you in your improving your quality of your studies, improving your retaining power in the memory. Okay, so it will help you a lot. Okay, so please try this meditation and do your studies. you will get benefit. So thank you for joining, and have a good day.